Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm Debbie. I'm going to be your advocate.
Okay.
This is going to be way quicker.
That's what I heard.
Camera into the right thing here. So okay.
Okay.
Hot out there.
Yes, it is. What is it, like 95?
I would think. I just kind of got my toes out there a little earlier. Was like, whoa, it's warm. So, you've had some time since your last visit. How are you feeling about your pregnancy?
Good.
Uh-huh.
I'm having a little bit of cramps, so I was just slightly concerned about that, but I think that might be normal. I'm not sure.
That would be a good question for the nurse, for sure. At your last visit, you stated your intention was to continue pregnancy parent. Has anything happened to change that?
No, same.
Okay. And have you told anyone about your pregnancy?
Baby said.
Okay. And, is there anyone who hesitant to tell?
It's not really.
Okay. And
It's
has,
just my family's not supportive, so.
okay. Maybe family then just until you're ready. Okay. And you have plans to tell them at some point, I'm sure. Okay. And then have you and the father of the baby talked things over since your last visit?
More or less. He wants to be supportive, but it's still kind of working through all the boy dramas.
Okay. And but he does want. It said that he wanted you to continue pregnancy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then have you made an appointment with the doctor yet?
No.
Okay. And then have you had a chance to look over the information we gave you?
I did.
Okay. Do you need copies of anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. And has your phone number changed?
I don't have a phone.
Okay, so that wouldn't have changed. No. And did anyone get to come with you today? That we are good to go, and we're just going to go to the room.
Yeah, that was really fast.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, and you'll call me.
Hello.
Hi, have a seat.
How's it going?
It's going well. How about for you?
Good.
Yeah, things are settling in now.
Not really.
Okay, so this obviously will be a much shorter appointment. So what we are doing here, so Doc read your pictures. So as I think I explained to you, if we see the three things, then we do what's called pregnancy confirmation. So we'll just spend a couple of minutes here.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I can't remember that well. So how have you been feeling overall?
Okay, but I've been having just a little bit of cramps. They're
Okay.
not really painful, but they're
Okay.
just more frequent than
Okay.
they didn't exist before, and now they're weird.
And I will be specifically asking that in the next
Okay.
round, but no, that's fine. So you've been having, would you say daily then? Or,
Just about.
okay, so daily, what was the word, minor, small?
Yeah, minor, not very painful.
Okay, well, that's good. All right. So anything else physically going on?
The morning sickness, I think, has kind of peaked and is going away.
All right, well, that's good.
I don't want to say it, and then it comes back, but that's where it's at right
yeah.
now.
Okay, so it's morning sickness is improving.
Yeah.
Would that be a good
Yeah,
way of doing it?
definitely.
All right, perfect. And how about emotionally? How's everything going?
It's still difficult with lack of resources, but
Okay. All right. And so we normally end this with how are your support relationships working for you?
yeah,
Do you have?
I'm working on that.
Okay. So, yes. So you're working at that a relationship or some relationships or?
So we'll see. We'll see which one. All I can say is I'm working on it. Everything's kind of up in the air. Baby Sadie is writing me and saying that he wants to be supportive, but is still working out his kinks and everything in that. But he's at least vocalizing that that's where he's at. And I'm hoping to go to a different place that has a little bit more support, or at least is more of a stable environment for me.
All right. Do you like? Do you have parents? Do you have a home?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it harder.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, little machine here. I'm gonna ask you to turn off.
Oh, it's been
Okay, here we go. All right. All right. So you haven't made connection with any OB care because you don't know where you're going to
Right,
land.
exactly.
Okay. All right, and there's the resources that we mentioned for you. Do you need any further resources from us for this area? Are you pretty good? Or?
I would like that sheet again. I think I misplaced it.
The PRL?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Deb would be giving you just a minute. Okay. Deb, would you be giving her a new PRL at the end? Oh, well, yeah, we would, yeah, okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. So, what normally happens when you have a phone and that kind of thing is, and we've done the medical part for you, we're finished with that, is our patient resource manager checks in with you every few weeks to just say, hi, how's it going, blah, 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 all the way through the birth. And then after the birth, if you want to come back and bring the baby, and we take a picture, we have a little gift bag we give you and all that. So I realize that email is what you have right now, but are you interested in somebody from here continuing to connect with you just to check in?
Sure.
You're all right with that? Okay. Sally's really good. I was going to email you to see if you were coming. There's been glitches with the thing. We won't go there. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so Doc read your pictures, and at that time we had you at 9/3 with a due date of,
I think it's February 18th.
Well, I can get back to it if I need to. Let's see, let's go back here. February 17th. Okay, all right, perfect. Uh-oh, did I not? Okay, oh, that's good. That's good. All right. So, we'll do the repeat ultrasound today, and we've confirmed the pregnancy, we saw everything we wanted to see, we heard the heartbeat, it was all good. Our hope today is that we're going to see a week of growth.
Okay.
So, last week when we saw 9/3, we'll be hoping to see 10 something,
Yeah.
and it's always week and then days plus or minus, so that's kind of how it works on that. Okay, so I have everything here that Mark to do. Anything else we can help you with?
Yes. So I think I have that.
And I don't know if you're aware, there are centers like there's many of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to connect because you're going to go, but our hope would be after this and you get settled, you connect. You really need to connect with OB care.
Yeah.
It's real important.
Okay.
It's important no matter what. But since this is, well, I know you've had the miscarriage before, but it's just going to get into care. Okay, we're good with that. Then I'm just going to ask you, not all the questions we asked you last time, but just catch up with what's happened in the last week. So you told me already that you've been having some cramping, greater than you would have with your period?
No, that's
And happening on and off.
yeah, about every other day. Every
Okay.
day, every other.
Okay. And if you were going to assign it a pain level, what would you assign it from 0 to 10?
Like a 2.
And that's what you assigned it last week as well. But it's just happening a little more often. now.
Yeah.
Okay. The uterus is very muscular. It has actually 3 layers of muscles. And as the fetus begins to grow and things happen, it tends to get twinges. It's just, I don't know if you would call that cramping, but that's just kind of part of what happens as it's being stretched out of what is the norm for it. So, any bleeding or spotting?
No.
Okay. Any vaginal discharge other than the norm?
No.
Frequent urination?
Yeah.
And nausea is,
Going away,
but
basically.
you're still having it.
Very occasionally.
Okay. All right. And are you throwing up as well?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And breast tenderness.
Yeah. One thing that's kind of happening is my belly is like getting bigger and then it gets smaller, bigger and smaller, and I don't know. It's not like consistent. It's kind of weird.
Well, it's 10 weeks is you're not even through your first trimester, so that may have to do with what you're doing, the weather, how much you're drinking, all of that kind of stuff. Once you get into care, of course, they keep scrupulous measurement on you to make sure that it's progressing the way that it needs to. They measure you and they, do all that kind of thing. They don't do a ton of ultrasounds, but to just make sure everything's all right. I mean, is it, you probably are not weighing yourself. I mean, we're not talking about.
I'm gaining weight. I can tell. Well, at least from the other doctor's visits,
Mm-hmm.
I've gained about 8 pounds in a month. So that's pretty good for me.
Yeah, well, and you're starting out, you started out small.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I remember my first one, he said, no, I'll be lucky. I used to gain everything. And I said, so who's losing it afterwards? But anyway, I think I gained 32, around 30 to 35 of all 3 of mine.
And the total.
In total, yeah.
Okay.
Because what you are going to find is, at the end, the weight will go on faster. The last month is when your weight is flushing the baby out.
Okay.
So you kind of want to, that's another reason to connect with care. You want to pace that you're,
You guys don't happen to have a scale, do you?
no.
Okay. That's okay. I was just
I
curious.
was thinking, we have a stadiometer. Nope, we don't have a scale here.
Okay.
Because we don't want to get into that with
was the
ladies.
whole thing.
Yeah, kind of thing. Okay. But given where you started, I mean, I wouldn't be really concerned unless you found yourself, because you're almost at the end of your first trimester.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got all this, we saved all that, perfect. All right, and then in this last week, have you taken anything over the counter, prescription meds, or just the prenatals?
Prenatal.
You are taking the prenatals? Okay, great. Really? It doesn't give me a place. I wrote yes, and it doesn't give me a place to. Okay, are you continuing to take the homeopathic antiemetic?
I did take it a couple times, but I haven't really
Needed it.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe it doesn't really.
Yeah.
Recreational drugs, including marijuana?
No.
Cigarettes?
No.
Alcohol?
No.
It's so funny when you hit this in the first week, it gives you a face. And actually, not even going to go there. Alrighty. Okay. And of course, I asked you if you had any other health issues or stressors, and of course, being homeless, that's a stressor. It's a huge stressor, pregnant or not, but definitely pregnant. Okay. And anything else? So moving right along to the ultrasound. And I can reiterate, but I'm sure you remember why and whatever, and you're definitely a candidate, so I do need to get you to sign the consent. It's the same consent you signed last week. I'll be happy to go over it with you again, or you can sign it. It's up to you. I just don't want you to sign something else.
That's okay.
All right, let me get down here. You're a drawer, right? Yeah. Okay. Everybody knows my little guy, so what mood he's in. All right, oh, that's good. That's good. We just have to have your permission. Okay, so that's a save. Okay, and anybody with you?
No.
So it's gonna be the same routine. I'm gonna get out the drape on the end. I actually already have you in the computer. So when have your minimal clothing off from the waist down and you're covered, just say ready, and Deb and I will come in and we will see what we're gonna see.
Okay.
It was pretty cool last week, so
It was
should be
very
even,
cool.
Should be even cooler this week. It might be my guess. That's my experience anyway. When you begin to see things that you can really see. Yeah, some got warm. This room is warm. When you close the door, it's sauna like.
It's a lot better than outside.
I know. All right, there you go, ma'am. Thank you. Pull curtain rings down. Is that good for you?
Yes, thank you.
I'll be right outside the door. Okay. Did you just say ready?
Oh, no, I didn't say
Okay,
anything yet.
I thought I go.
Almost ready. I'm all ready.
Thank you.
Now I good.
Oops, are you fighting the door? Don't hang over the edge, that's harder than your time. I'm sorry. We don't put the stirrups up so you can hold the table because you can really bang yourself.
Oh.
But I just, your legs over. All right, little stirrup, you and I are friends. Oh, there we go. Oops. All right, so let's hang out.
Do you guys ever make videos of the heartbeat?
No, no. Well, because giving the picture wouldn't give, you wouldn't.
And it doesn't have the same effect.
No, that's not one thing we do. I don't even know about that. Did they do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Do they?
Places do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So maybe down the road. And now they even do 3D,
yeah, the 3D.
as you get further along of the baby.
Oh, whoa. I want
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That movie about
Oh, it's already, go on. It's coming off the table here. Okay.
Yeah, but they don't use the 3D so much for diagnostic.
It's mostly.
For fun.
Yeah, cosmetic stuff. It's not for diagnosis.
I mean, you have to be, I think, a ways, like 5 or 6 or 7 months before they'll do it. But it is neat. I think, that's what I'm thinking, but things change all the
Do you want
time.
to look under there and grab, you're going to do insertion? Try it, you might want to look. Once you get your hand in the goo. If you did, let us know, we'll get you in. Okay, you're there, you're there. Okay, do you need a sound for your hands? No, okay. There we go. Oh, yes. See the heart, you see the heart?
Yep.
So, obviously larger than last week. She's convinced.
Oh, that's okay.
So, I
Is
don't
that
know.
a little arm at the top? What is that? There at the top. It might be cord, but
I'm not saying.
for sure. The arms of this cutter are kind of
bud-like, kind of more like the this and the that. They're more not fully developed, is what I'm trying to say. There's the amnion up at the top, the edge of the fluid sac. Can you see that? It's like the edge of a bubble.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's good.
A lot bigger.
Yes. Well, that's good. That's what we're hoping for.
I'm glad to see this because without the morning sickness, I don't have the confirmation, you know? Like, there's no, like, is everything okay?
Yeah. It's awful if morning sickness has to be your full
I
confirmation,
know, but at least it's something.
And that was being one of my favorite. Well, I didn't have a lot of trouble with it. One of my first report games. Turn to the other picture. Good? Nice picture of the ambience. There we go. Ah, love it. There. And moving. Okay, now you're definitely seeing leg and the little hands.
Oh, cool. Oh, she's moving around.
She is, which is going to make measuring her a little difficult, but anyway, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's active.
Have you felt?
No.
It takes a little while to discern that what you're feeling.
Whoa.
Yes.
She's a mover. Is it a foot?
Yes. You can see the little pins. So it is beyond the bud. It's beyond what we actually, it's not a professional term, called the Teddy Graham look. You're beyond it. The Teddy Graham look literally looks like a little Teddy Graham cookie.
Oh,
But
okay.
you're beyond that. Okay. Okay. So again, I'm going to try to measure the crown rump from top to bottom, but the movement's going to make it a little difficult, so we'll work on that.
Is she maybe tall?
It's kind of hard to tell from this
Okay.
thing, and I know you're worried about the big head thing, but
Yeah, I know.
okay.
I'm like, those feet and the arms are pretty, I mean, since last week, like,
Well, it is
A lot
amazing.
more
We showed you
pronounced.
the little things last week
uh-huh.
because you're almost at the end of them now. Oh, I think it's bent down. I can tell. I'm going to actually go back to the beginning. I want to get the longest axis with the head not bent because then, like this, that gives us the best view. Best is going to be here. Trying again. All right, my chin. Can you Kleenex? Do you need a Kleenex?
Probably will.
So did you guys see anything last time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, me
but
too.
just a lot more this time. You can see the hands and the feet. movement.
Wow.
But last time was so nice because it came right up. It was
Were
perfect.
you
She
able
made
to-
my day. Yeah, it's just so good. All right.
You know, it's crazy when you get, because a lot of times we don't get to see them being so active, so that's
Oh,
fun.
really?
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
Sometimes earlier.
think it's gonna be great. Okay, going back here. I would be tempted to do David's, which is measuring the head, but we know that that's not equal to this, and this is for vision of those shots. Okay. All right, well, I'll go back to the other thing is it's clearly the fetus is bigger, but the
Yeah.
reading is like last week's because the head is heavy.
I feel like the head is huge. I'm telling you.
Well, I know you have that in your head, and you're already concerned about that, so.
You should see my boyfriend's head. It's huge.
And he probably has a lot of brains.
Yeah, he's very, very smart.
I'll do the reading and the colors they come out to dot. It's coming up 9-4, and we're at 3 last time, but I can tell that this is large.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I feel like the head is like this, just goes to the
Yeah.
chin. Beautiful shot of the eye here. Okay. Yeah, see, and the head is partially tucked under. I mean, wait, pictures. That's with the activity and all, that's all really good sign.
Does it mean she's uncomfortable or anything?
What?
If she's moving a lot?
No, that's good, that's a
Okay,
good thing.
okay.
Yeah, we like to see movement.
Okay.
Not crazy, whatever, but, yeah, movement is what we expect. And then you'll be able to feel that movement, fluttery stuff. And then there'll be kicks, and probably. Okay, this one's 9-5. That's 166.21, that's pretty close to what this was. Which it kind of covers between 160 and 170 when you get up to 10, 12 weeks. That's good. Oh, I guess I did it twice. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're showing 9-4, but that is give or take 6 days, which puts you well
Okay.
over the whatever. And part of that is just because the baby wasn't standing up at attention for me to measure. Okay. I take it you want some pictures. Oh, yes.
And did you guys do this last week?
Oh, we did, but go ahead and show me because
it's how
she's
much-
almost at the end of that.
Right. So,
Remember, the features may not be the scientific perfect, but the size.
so 7
definitely
weeks, 8 weeks, 9 and 10. So you're
Yeah.
right
You
between.
can hold them if you want.
The
that's up to
features
you.
are perfect, but almost that big probably. A little bit bigger than this one.
That's a great pair.
And this is the 9, so could be closer, you know, between your two.
Isn't that
of them.
amazing?
And there's an app you can get on your phone that tells you each week what's
But
happening.
she doesn't have a
Oh,
phone
yeah,
line.
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
No, I've been looking it up at Baby Center.
Oh,
just so I know
good.
what's
Uh-huh.
going on.
It's so neat.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
They measure them by fruit.
Yes.
Yes,
And,
uh-huh.
yeah. And then
Interesting.
and then this is happening this week, and this is it's like my daughter did it with hers, and I was just amazed. I never knew half the things that she knew when I was.
Well, they weren't doing it, and I'm even older than you, so. You of course won't see the heartbeat on the pictures.
Right.
You know where.
She has a little belly.
This one here?
Yeah.
I don't know, that might be, I don't know what that is, to be honest with you, but it may be cord connection, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna withdraw, we're good?
Does that kind of look like a face?
It's actually the interior of the head.
Oh, okay.
Kind of, the head is kind of like this a little.
Oh, okay.
To my observation, the head is down just a little bit.
Oh,
So it's a
You
top
can kind of
one.
see the earbuds there, and then, yeah, it's not a face-on.
okay, okay.
It's not a face-on. At least from my
Yeah,
estimation. Okay, so let's give you the things to clean up with. Now that's it. And I'll get this and get over there and finish up. Okay, there you go. Oh,
You're very with her. Oh,
do I what?
I didn't hear you say you withdrew already.
Yes.
You're fine. Oh, you're gonna give me my cues, girl.
All right, I'm sorry, was I missed giving her a cue. So, you know, normally at this point, we would be done with you, but you are not connected to care. So, I think I have the liberty to offer you another ultrasound if you want, if you're in the area.
Okay.
That's, yeah, when babies aren't connected, we want to make sure that, you know, things are progressing and going well and all of that stuff, so. Okay. Yeah, usually by the time we confirm and whatever, they either have, somebody has an appointment into the baby. And then, you know, we want you to get with the cares. We don't do ongoing here. All right, so we have this. Yes, we did all of that. This one. All right, the heart rate this time is 66 to 1. So the due date they have now is the 23rd, based on,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So it just went from an Aquarius to a Pisces.
Oh, well,
All
okay.
right.
But, you know, it changes a little bit
Yeah.
every time based on measurement and all of that. So let's put that in, and I'm going to put on his, well, I'll be putting that it was an active fetus, that it was hard to get a full axis measurement.
So we can